We now talk to Integrated Bar of the Philippines incoming National President Domingo Econ Cayosa. Good morning, sir. Thank you for taking our call.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Have you received the invitation for Mr. Advincula from Senator Lacson on the hearing that's scheduled for Friday?
Yeah, the National President Fajardo received the invitation of Senator Lacson yesterday afternoon.
Do you have any idea about his whereabouts at this point?
We don't have any idea about his whereabouts, and he's not in our custody. And President Fajardo has responded to the letter invitation of Senator Lacson, informed him that as of now, the IBP Free Legal Aid program is not representing Mr. Advincula, and that we don't have custody of the person.
Well, Bikoy went to the IBP to seek legal aid, in particular in preparing his sworn statement and other documents necessary for filing cases against those allegedly involved in the illegal drug trade. Are you at this point helping him?
No, the fact, as we found out yesterday in a summary meeting with the persons and employees concerned, he went there to apply for free legal aid service of IBP. And the process calls for him to be vetted, to be evaluated, his economic condition, the evidence he has, the documents, and the worthiness of his cause and the motivations behind it. So we did not prepare his affidavit. IBP had nothing to do with any of the documents that he had with him.
Has he actually submitted any documents, though, so far to support his allegations?
My understanding is that he filled up an application form and he submitted an affidavit. So far, that was what was told to the board.
And is the IBP going through the process of vetting him?
Yes, of course. That's a standard process. Whether it's Bikoy or any other person, they have to undergo the process. And he has to submit proof that he cannot afford a lawyer. He has to, the contents of his complaint and the nature of his complaint has to be evaluated, the evidence that he has, the motivation. He'll also be asked if there are other lawyers representing him, because normally IBP Free Legal Aid comes in only if there are no other lawyers willing to help an indigent litigant.
In your opinion, and of the little that we know of Bikoy, do you think that he is a credible whistleblower?
Well, what is happening now with all the cases that they say are filed against him and his track record, this will weigh in against his credibility. Secondly, with what happened about that press conference that he had, a reading of his statement without the knowledge of the IBP leadership, then we have an issue with that, because we should respect also the process of IBP, be vetted first before you use, and you don't use our facilities without the consent and clearance of the institution. IBP is a political professional group. We do our job in helping poor litigants quietly. We don't want publicity, and nobody should use our facilities for his own interest.
In connection with that, sir, what is your reaction to the IBP Davao chapter statement saying that you let the organization become a quote-unquote staging area for Bikoy's show?
One, we understand the concern of Davao chapter or any other Filipino lawyer, because we all know that IBP must remain politically neutral. Secondly, it is not accurate that the Board of Governors or the leadership allowed that to happen, because we didn't know that it was happening and that it would happen. And that is why we have asked the persons concerned to explain. We have our preliminary impressions now, but the lawyer in us requires that we determine the facts quickly, accurately, double-check, give everyone a chance to explain their side so that we can come up with the necessary remedial measures and conclusions. But with what we know so far, that was enough to issue this statement from the board that said we had nothing to do with this press statement. He's not our client. still has to undergo the vetting process, and the instruction given to our staff in charge of those things is to expedite and consider quickly all of the different aspects so that we can put a period to this incident.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. We do appreciate it. That was IBP incoming National President Domingo Econ Cayosa.